Hey, Bubba. Bubba, you wanna go camping? You wanna go camping? What about you there, Loudness? You wanna go camping? Let's go camping. Oh, you do? You do? Oh.
Alright, just got to the campsite. It's pretty cool. There was beautiful deer just jumping right there. This is really unique. It's actually got a lot of sparse, I don't know what kind of grass that is. Kind of like a water grass. That's what we're gonna call it, water grass. But I always like to scope out the campsite right before I pull into it. Because when I had my teardrop, I didn't do that and I busted the water line and really it was just spewing a lot of water. Those water lines have a lot of pressure to them, so did that at one campsite up in Pennsylvania. My bad. Get up in here and get set up. All right, so good morning, y'all. Had a good morning, good breakfast, good coffee, just sitting there chilling in the camper, listening to some Christmas music right now. Just out kind of scavenging for wood. We got here kind of late. It's getting darker a lot sooner, around 5 o'clock here, so really just had to rush, set up the camp, get a campfire going, cook some chicken and some foil on the campfire last night. It was really good. But now just kind of want to get out and see the park. There is nobody here, which is a beauty of camping in the winter. It's something I've always wanted to do. So just like I said, just driving around, picking up little spare pieces of wood. Because of the way that this is, again, it's kind of like low marshland, which is really cool. And you got kind of a marsh grass. I can't tell if those are cattails or what, but just a marsh grass. And just kind of scoping out some wood. See some over here, so let's run and pick it up. Whew. That's the one thing always about state parks, is that you can't be out here cutting down trees and stuff. It doesn't preserve the park for future generations or anything like that. So you got to kind of scrounge what you can, and that doesn't look like that's any good right there. So actually there's camp hosts up here. I'm gonna see if they have some wood. I just tend to go through a lot of wood, want a good fire and all. I'm really just picking up some small stuff right now. This gets that fire going nice and hot. Will get me a good bed of coals. I'm gonna cook some steaks tonight on the campfire, in a skillet, but on a campfire. These are really nice campsites though, let me tell you. You got good area that's got rock and stuff, and good overhead tree cover. Like I said, it's got a lot of low hanging water. Let me show you. Low hanging water. That's funny. It's got a lot of low spots filled with water, so that's kind of interesting. Makes the area around your campsite all marshland, but because it makes all that low marshland, it means a lot of the potential firewood that's right there is soaking. Doesn't make for good firewood. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. There. Jackpot. Exactly what we're looking for right there. Nice, dry, not soaking in the water. But I don't know about you. The idea of paying for firewood it irks me, because I guess growing up, going to deer lease and hunting and stuff, we always had plenty of firewood around. We were hunting in a logging area, so there was always plenty of firewood. But just paying for firewood when it's so readily available. But again, state parks, like I'm saying out here, we want to keep them beautiful. We don't want to be cutting down trees, so pick up what we can find. Are they coastas? Are they coastas? Woo! That's a pretty good haul right there. Got some decent sized ones in there. Found some good dry stuff, hopefully. We have us a good fire tonight, good warm fire, big fire. Once that sun goes down, it gets cold, because it's the winter, December. All right, so if you've been with my channel long enough, you know that I used to have a teardrop camper, and the reason I got this behind me was simply that I could pull my boat behind this. Especially with all the Torque Lift products that I now have on the truck. It's gonna make towing this and camping, staying at tournaments a whole lot cheaper. My whole stay for my Lake Okeechobee trip coming up for an entire week is $250. Now, if I were staying at a $50 or a $100 a night hotel, motel, something like that, then it would have drastically inflated that price. But here, having something like this, even though I got to haul it down there, it's more gas and everything, is going to save me money. The other thing too is this has a lot of amenities, which allows me to bring my wife and the dogs along with me. So that's why I upgraded to this. But if you're in the kayak world and you want to have something, man, I can really truly attest to having a teardrop. You load the kayaks up on top of it and just hook it up to the truck and go. It's a fantastic way to kayak and camp, is having a teardrop camper. Probably one of my most favorite designs to a fire that I read in like a survival book long ago when I was a kid. Was kind of one of this design where you kind of border the fire with some logs, generally larger logs, big round logs or something like that. Creates a nice bed of coals in the bottom there, and then you can just layer stuff across. Of course you can always do the teepee one, but it's just like I said, always been one of my favorite ones. And you can keep stuffing stuff inside of there too. Helps to create a good coal base right in the middle. Got a lot to burn though.
You need your blanket? No. What? He flies. That is a weenie in a blanket.
Gonna do a little food prep before sun goes down. That way I just have it ready. Just throw it on the fire and you're ready. Just gonna cook these potatoes. Little potato medley on the campfire there. All right, y'all. So, pretty good day. Just kind of out here hanging out at the campsite. Really didn't do much. Just had a nice, relaxing breakfast this morning. Hanging with my wife, my dogs, my family. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this beautiful fire with all that firewood that I scavenged today, and had a delicious dinner cooked over the fire. This potatoes came out really nice. I actually cooked something in the microwave, paired that with the potatoes, mixed in with a little steak juice. Oh man, that was good. But right now fishing season's kind of officially over for the moment, but we'll get back out there as soon as I get my boat back, which I hope I get it back this week. But thanks for joining me on this little camping adventure. Going to be a lot more of these types of videos, so if you like these types of videos, throw that down in the comments section below. As always on my channel, I'm always doing something a little bit different, but trying to bring you guys along with me as I do. So, you know, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good one.